Well, last week I played around with making the left step casting. Wasn't really casting, was it? But I got it pretty close. I had a little tuning to do on it and to weld those two tabs on, which I got done. This is the right side casting, and these tabs were broken. And when I put the grinder on them, they didn't throw much of a spark at all, so I was thinking they're probably closer to the gray iron ductile side. So I put a piece of steel in and I brazed that and then re-drilled the holes. I actually think these probably had screws in them, just what it kind of looked like, but I drilled them for a 1/4-inch bolt. And then my new one, I did that as well. I welded tabs on and drilled out also. But on this old casting, when I was sandblasting it, I noticed some angles on this eye here. I had ground mine square straight across, but I see they have a little taper to them. So I did that as well. I put a little taper here to try to match that just a little closer. So I think we can go ahead and put these on. This right original casting has a little rib here that's cast into it that just butts up against the front edge of this board, so it kind of automatically tells us what angle that needs to be right there. I didn't put a rib on the other side. My thought was I'd let this one tell me where it needed to be, what angle this floorboard needs to be, and when I put it on, I'm just going to line it up to match this one. I'm just going to eyeball across and make sure these two are in plane with each other. Once the second bolt goes in, she's going to be locked into place. I do have the first coat of paint on my toe board here. It's not completely dry, a little tacky yet. That'll let me see if I'm in the right position also. Pretty close right there. So the biggest difference that I see on this is that we're not going to have that casting mark, D221. So it is. Well, I've got an old black and white picture that Jeff Marshall sent. And if I zoom in the front of that, it looks like there is an iron about like so. And I'm assuming it has to be screwed into the edge. So I'm going to do that before I bolt this footboard down. I haven't decided if I should leave this black or if I should paint it red. I did go ahead and paint it black so that underneath between the iron and the wood it will be protected against the rust. Well, on the top of these wagon box sides, there's usually a specialty wagon box iron. It is a fairly thin iron, but it has beveled edges. You can see the slight bevel on both sides. Well, they don't make this iron anymore, so it's nice to salvage this old stuff. It needs to be fitted on the curve of this top board here. There's kind of a deflector board. From this bend here and come forward a little bit, and then I'm going to make a junction. There'll be a joint in here somewhere, kind of depending on where these holes sit. And then from here forward it'll be just a straight strap. But to try to bend this and fit all this contour in one piece would be quite a challenge, so I'm going to do it in two pieces. So I made two of these little brackets. This one that is fairly close goes on the left side for that rod that goes back and engages that engagement gear. And the one on the right side, the old pictures show that it has to allow for a little more movement as that right handle engages the apron feed. So this will go on the right side and this one will go on the left side. Well, if I'm thinking right, this pretty much completes the rebuild process of the main body of this Smith Great Western Manure Spreader. I have some touch-up to do, paint the nuts and bolts and all that, and if you go back and look at that black and white picture, you can see that there's some lettering and some stripes that has to go on the side, and obviously I have wheels to build. But this is kind of a milestone. It's going to be functional. It's kind of fun to see it come together. Appreciate you coming along. Thanks for watching.